Alright, so today we're going to be doing Ash's worst 6 Pokemon. A couple videos ago, I did Ash's best Pokemon team. Now we're going to do Ash's worst Pokemon team. We're going to have 4 tiers here. Worst 6 in the red, not so bad in the orange, okay in the yellow. You kidding me? Like, they don't deserve to be nowhere near worst 6 here. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video and not waste any more time. We're going to start off with Pikachu. Pikachu, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Who's gonna say Pikachu is the worst Pokemon? Like, are you kidding me? His worst 6, probably not definitive for sure. Definitely not like unanimous. Oh, like, this is like the worst 6 Pokemon he ever had. Maybe when I get to that point, maybe. Butterfree, not so bad. Not so bad that it's on the worst 6. Basically, what not so bad means. Okay is like, all right, they shouldn't be there. Maybe. Are you kidding me? Obviously, they shouldn't be there. Pidgeot's okay. Pidgeot's okay. Pokemon. Like I said before, Pidgeot never deserved to get released. Bulbasaur, you kidding me? Charizard, you kidding me? Squirtle, you kidding me? I mean, the tiers and tiers don't matter. Also, why would you even put any of the starters in worst 6? You gotta be joking around. Kingler, you kidding me? One of his strongest Pokemon, attack-wise, stat-wise, attack stat-wise, his best. But guess what? He don't use it that much, so Primate was okay. I don't feel like it would be his worst Pokemon. Okay at most. Muck, not so bad. I might preserve the worst 6 for last, because I don't know who's the worst 6 right now. But Muck, you're in contention. I'm not gonna lie, man. You're right there. Tauros is okay. He got like what, about 20 plus Tauros. So Mr. Mime always okay. Never thought he was bad. Never thought Mr. Mime was bad. It's just Ash's mom. Lapras always thought Lapras was also okay. Not the best battler. Wasn't really known for be a great battler compared to his other Gen 1 Pokemon like Snorlax. Like, you kidding me? Like, if you put Snorlax in worst 6, you're just like out of your mind. Heracross, well, Bayleaf is okay. Heracross, you kidding me? Probably his best Gen 2 Pokemon that he had on the team. His best Gen 2 Pokemon. Quilava, very late evolution. Don't understand why Pokemon did that. Gave him a really, really, really late evolution. Why? Quilava, he needed an evolution. He's not a let's just say he's not strong in the Pignite, in my opinion. He's not strong in the Pignite. Obviously not strong in his Fernape, Charizard, any of his other starters. He's probably his weakest fire starter. Not a Sinnoh, hell no. You're out of your mind. Totodile is not so bad. It's probably his weakest Johto starter battler for sure. Definitely his weakest, I feel like. Bayleaf, not because they even evolved. That doesn't even matter. That does not matter. Because let's just say Squirtle's better than Pignite. Bulbasaur's better. I don't know why I come out to Pignite head. You know, Bulbasaur's better than Snivy. Bulbasaur's better than at times his Torterra. He's better than Torterra. Squirtle can also be better than his Torterra as well. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Being a baby evolution don't matter. Bulbasaur's better than all of his Johto starters. And Squirtle too. But Totodile, also Noctowl is also not the best Pokemon he ever had either. Not so bad. It's a shiny. It could have made it a little bit better just because it's a shiny. Could have made it a little bit better. I mean, I'm not Pokemon, so. And plus, that was like, what? I would say like almost 20 years ago. Donphan, I'll give it like a okay. I'll give Donphan okay. Better than all this not so bad Pokemon, but the issue with Donphan is that also doesn't have that much battles. Never got treated really the right way in terms of nourishment. I don't know. As a Phanpy, yes. As a Donphan, no. Obviously, as a Phanpy, yes, it did, because it literally was hatched out of an egg. Larvitar, not really his Pokemon, but I'm gonna count it anyways. Larvitar would have probably been not so bad, honestly. There probably have been like Scraggy. not a baby that doesn't really know what to do. Probably a little stronger than Scraggy at most. Still, Swallow, you kidding me? Swallow, you kidding me? Corphish, you kidding me? Sweat Tile, you kidding me? Like, why would you put any of those guys there? His Gen 3 team is like half bad, half good. Half bad, half good, like technically. His Glalie is okay. His Torkoal was also okay. Ambipom, it was his. Apom was. I will put it in okay. I would put it not so bad compared to Pidgeot, Primeape, Tauros, Lapras, Bayleaf, Quilava, Torkoal, and Glalie. Ambipom, I feel like we'll lose 9 times out of 10 to those guys. The only person Ambipom can maybe beat is Tauros or Torkoal. That's about it. Everyone else I feel like will beat Ambipom. Staraptor, that's obvious. Are you kidding me? I mean, who will put Staraptor? It's War 6. Torterra, like I said earlier, Torterra did get a little bit worse. Like I said, Bulbasaur does beat Torterra, my opinion. I don't feel like that's a hot take. I'll put it in okay. I'll put Torterra in okay. It still doesn't mean it's his worst Pokemon. Fernape, are you kidding me? Buizel, also, are you kidding me? I feel like Buizel, Corphish, kind of the same. They both evolved. I mean, they'll probably be Ash's best water types he ever had. I feel like Corphish is very stronger than Ash's Lapras. Buizel can be better than Ash's Lapras. I feel like they're about the same. Kingler's there too. I mean, they can both better be than Kingler. But Gliscor was okay. Didn't get enough battles. I feel like it's kind of a hit or miss Pokemon. Definitely hit or miss. Gibble, realistically, I'll put it in okay. I was thinking not so bad, but I feel like it wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad in the tournament in the Sinnoh region. It wasn't that bad. It just needed to evolve to Gabite at least. But I get why they didn't evolve Gibble to Gabite. Not because that one contest had Gabite. It's kind of like Dawn's Piplup in a way, I thought Dawn Piplup was going to evolve. It never did. But, yeah, same thing with Gibble. Unfezant, I will say is better than Ash's Noctowl. I will say that. I think that's a hot take. I feel like Unfezant is better than Ash's Noctowl. Ash's Noctowl didn't really do much. At least Unfezant can kind of stand his ground, but still loses. Noctowl, I feel like it needs to have like a certain niche or type matchup or something to go his way. It needs something to go his way. And compared to Unfezant, at least it can be a better fighter. Oshawott, I feel like was okay. I feel like it should have been a Duat. It deserved a bit of Duat because how bad it was. I feel like it should have been a Duat. Pignite also okay. His best Universe starter by far. But compared to Snivy and Oshawott, Pignite is better not because it evolved. It was better as a Pignite too than those two as well. But Pignite, is a reason why Pignite evolved. Let's just say that. There's a reason why Pignite evolved and the other ones didn't. Snivy, I might move one of them to not so bad. One of the starters, not Pignite. Because I might move Oshawott. I feel like Snivy was the second strongest. Oshawott was the weakest. Compared to those, kind of like the Totodile and Bayleaf Quilava situation. Oshawott's the weakest out of those three. The water starter. Scraggy, not so bad. It's kind of terrible. Scraggy was kind of terrible. Yes, it can hit Focus Blast. It does a lot of damage, but guess what? It's still a baby at the end of the day, and also it's clumsy. It's still clumsy. Ash has baby Pokemon and not clumsy. It's just Scraggy just sucks. Let's just say that he just sucks. I can't be like sugarcoating nothing no more. Leavanny was okay. Palpito was dog. Palpito was absolutely trash. The only reason why Ash had a Palpito was because of Silent. I feel like that that episode with Silent was catching his Stunfisk too. If Palpito was not there, or Palpito wasn't even in like the main headline of the episode, kind of. Was that the same episode as Ducklet or no? I'm getting those two episodes mixed up. Probably not. But Palpito, when the Ducklet took Ash's hat. But I don't. If you guys remember, let me know. But that's besides the point. Boldor, I feel like also not so bad. Definitely not better than his other teammates. Yeah, his other teammates, I feel like it wasn't that. No, it wasn't all that. It definitely wasn't all that. No way. Crocodile is like, are you kidding me? Greninja's also, are you kidding me? Talonflame, here or there. I mean, I'm gonna have to be consistent with mine because I'll always put Talonflame behind, like, you know, the aces and like the secondary aces on the team. Talonflame was okay. As a Pokemon, it was okay. As a Talonflame was good. Fletchinder was pretty good. Fletchling wasn't that bad either. I do like his flame body thing. They actually have abilities. That's honestly when the anime first started like having abilities actually in the anime. Actually, Gen 4 was the first time, but Gen 6 they started showing, you know, abilities of Pokemon because Pokemon have abilities. It's not like they don't have abilities. I mean, Gen 1 technically, but it was a little bit of scenes, you know. Charizard with Blaze, that scene, but that's besides the point. Hawlucha was also, are you kidding me? I mean, why would he put Hawlucha War 6 or not so bad? Hawlucha was pretty good. Goodra, I feel like Goodra was also, if it had untapped potential, which I feel like it would. It would. Like, it's really a tank. Like, it's up there with Snorlax as Ash's tankiest Pokemon. He's more tanky, or she. I don't remember the gender. Torterra. He's more tankier than Torterra. More tankier than Crocodile. More tankier than you know, his Dracovish. Maybe his Dragonite as well. His Dragonite's kind of tanky too. And his Boldor. Noivern, but that's not really Ash's, you know, style. You know, having tanks, but he does have tanks time to time. Noivern also, are you kidding me? I feel like Noivern was just thrown out there. I feel like most of the time was just thrown out there just to get KO'd or something, or drawed. That's what I feel like what happened with Noivern. Plus, he caught it really late, so it didn't really get much reps as a real time reps with actual Pokemon, not training. Rowlet, also, are you kidding me? Why would he put Rowlet anywhere higher in the why? Lycanroc, also, are you kidding me? I mean, all these Pokemon really, are you kidding me? Most of his Gen 7 team is, are you kidding me? Why would he put Solgaleo, Incineroar, Naganado? Even though Naganado, underwhelming at times. Melmetal, underwhelming at times. Hey, still, are you kidding me? Literally legendary and a Paradox and a, I mean, not Paradox. Literally Ultra Beast and a legendary, mythical. Dragonite, like Iris Dragonite isn't better than Ash's Dragonite at this point. Even though Dragonite is really strong, that's not her ace. Her ace is at Haxorus. Gengar, could have had a Gengar Gen 1, but guess what? He had one anyways in Gen 8, so it doesn't really matter. Lucario could have had one Gen 4, but he had one in Gen 8. Sirfetch'd could have had a Farfetch'd. It could have had a Farfetch'd a long time ago, did it? And a Dracovish, I mean, that's a fossil he had. That one episode, the Ooh La La, the Dracovish with other fossils as well. But, you know, all the Pokemon Are You Kidding Me tier basically don't deserve to go in worst 6. The worst 6 probably gonna stem from the okay tier or not so bad. I'm thinking about it now. I feel like Snivy is not so bad. Not so bad meaning that it's not the worst. Leavanny, it had its moments. It's kind of like Unfezant. It had its moments, but still, I feel like it's not so bad. I feel like it's not just okay. Okay means is above not so bad. Glalie is just hit or... It's not really hit or miss. Glalie is just... It just needed more battles. Kind of like Donphan did. But Donphan had more battles, I think. And it's kind of like Gliscor. But let's get into the real stuff though. The worst 6 tier. I think it has to kick off with Muck. I feel like Muck is that bad. I feel like Muck is terrible. Terrible. I don't really care about him having like this absolutely like 0 battles. That's maybe the reason why he's so bad. I mean, why would you use a Pokemon that came in battle? Ash probably knew, you know, it's not the best battler. Not the best work ethic. You know, well, let's just put it in the trash. Let's put in Professor Oak Lab for like 20 years. So you just leave it there. Next Pokemon that should be in the worst 6. Palpitoad. Palpitoad is dog. Like I said before, Palpitoad is super bad. Super bad. Super bad. I don't care, you did some work with Elisa. That's your best moments. Or even Clay. That's your best moments. Those back-to-back gyms are your best feats. But you definitely had help. You had help. I'm not going to cut slack to, Ash being, going back to square one. As if he doesn't know how to use Pokemon no more. That doesn't really matter. Because Pignite was still strong. His Crocodile existed. His Pheasant was time to time okay. His Boulder was okay. His Alleviani was okay. He had okay Pokemon on that team most of the time. But why did he even do that? I have no idea. I don't want to talk about that. Palpitoad deserves to be there. Third candidate. It could be Scraggy. It will be Scraggy. Scraggy's that bad. I feel like I said previously, Scraggy as a baby Pokemon is trash. It needed to evolve. It definitely needed to evolve. I will honestly trade off him not evolving his Unpheasant to evolving his Scraggy to Scrafty instead. Because that's how bad he was. He could have been better than, Pignite if he had a Scrafty. He could have been better than... He could have been his third best Pokemon on the team. Behind Pikachu and Crocodile, he could have been his third best Pokemon on the team. Which is not saying a lot. His team's not really strong anyways to begin with. But it's competing with his Johto team. His Johto team is not the strongest either. But it was just straight up Gen 2 Pokemon. Not, his Charizard, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, the Pokemon he brought over there. I'm talking about straight Gen 2 Pokemon. His third Pokemon that should be on there. There's going to be a caveat on Larvitar because that's not really his Pokemon. Or Ambipom too. It's not really his Pokemon. Technically not anymore. So those really don't count. Those don't count. And plus, they have absolutely no experience. Muck. He caught Muck. He had a Muck on his team. His own. Ambipom, he traded. Didn't even have it that long. It wasn't even that bad of a Pokemon anyways to be even considered worth 6. I feel like it would be his Noctowl. I feel like his Noctowl was kind of bad. Compared to Unpheasant, his hot take, his worst flying type Pokemon might have to be Unpheasant. It might have to be Unpheasant. Unpheasant was that bad. Unpheasant. Noctowl. Noctowl has to be that bad. It could be Butterfree too. You know what? Butterfree. I take back the Noctowl slander. Actually, I don't. See, at least all the Pokemon in OK had battles. They had battles and actually good against decent opponents, the good opponents. Pidgeot fully evolved. It couldn't be that bad. Did get released. Primate also the same reason. Release. Tauros can't be that bad. But also was kind of bad. Tauros was kind of bad. His main Tauros. I don't know what Tauros. He has a million Tauros. You could technically cheat and put Tauros there because he has a million Tauros. You could just throw one Tauros in there. But I'm not going to do that. Even though Tauros, I feel like, was not so bad. I feel like it was. If he could have called a Bouffalant. He could have. But, actually, no, he couldn't. I don't think there was no scene with him in Bouffalant. It was Alders. Torkoal, also not that bad. Like Torterra. Gibble, Pignite, Talonflame, Lapras, those Pokemon, they have battles. All the Pokemon have battles. Not so bad. Don't really have much battles. Like Boldore, Tauros. I feel like Tauros. I'm going to cheat. Nah, I'm not going to cheat. Totodile, I'm sorry. Totodile. I'm sorry. But compared to everyone else, compared to Oshawott, tell me with a straight face if you think Totodile is stronger than Oshawott, please. If you think Totodile's better than Oshawott, let me know. Because I feel like Oshawott's better than Totodile. Main reason why Oshawott had a whole training arc. Oshawott can use Aqua Jet basically, and he can redirect his Aqua Jet, which is kind of unique. His Razor Shell is as strong as a Duwat's Razor Shell, as you see in one of the Pokemon episodes. In the contest, I'm pretty sure. Later in the anime series, in Gen 5, that is, the black and white. I feel like one of the later seasons. I'm not too sure about that, but Boldore, can Totodile even be Boldore? If it can't do that, it's worth 6. It can't do that. I mean, I'm sorry, Totodile. I'm sorry. You're cool. You're in a cool ball. But you're not that strong. You're not that strong. Butterfree, he technically caught that, so I'm gonna count it as his worst 6. Butterfree was bad. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing about Butterfree. It was bad. He released it. I know the scene was really sad, but Butterfree was still bad. It was bad. I mean, it was probably his worst release Pokemon. If I'm thinking about it now. Amy Palm would probably have been better than it. Primeape would have been better than it. Pidgeot would have been better than it. Greninja technically released it, would have been better than it. Gudra maybe released it, got better than it. Solgaleo doesn't really have it no more, better than it. Naganado, better than it. Mr. Mime, not really his, but it's better than it. His Charizard technically, well, no, he didn't release it, but you get the point. Larvitar could probably even beat it too. His Boldor was bad. It was bad. Bad at his Tauros. Bad as his Noctowl. Bad. Terrible. But I feel like that's the worst 6 in my opinion. You could shuffle, Tauros like the other Pokemon I've been saying like a million times before, like Larvitar, Tauros, Snivy, Oshawott, Noctowl. You could shuffle all those into worst 6. Doesn't really matter because they're kind of all. It's kind of the same. But I summed up though his worst 6 team, I think. But let me know if you agree or disagree with the tier list. Without further ado, have a good day and peace out.